All right, so we're going to make this pretty quick today. Today, we're going to talk about how to start a clothing line. King's Original started mine not too long ago, probably like a couple years ago. But I'm going to go over the basics for you guys and let you know how to start a clothing line, how easy it is, and a lot of people overcomplicate how to start a clothing line. So, very simple, very basic. First off, you want to make money. I'm going to give you the blueprint on how to do it real quick. The easiest way possible and the fastest way possible to put money in your pocket. I'm going to tell you the mistakes that I made so that you don't have to make them. A lot of people, when they start a clothing line or start a company, specifically a clothing line, because that's what I have experience on. They want to go get the EIN number. They want to register with the state, Secretary of State, which comes later on down the road. They want to buy a lot of clothes, a lot of inventory. You're basically dishing out mad money that you don't have, to start a business. When you start a business, you want to start with the least amount of money possible to spend. You don't want to be spending a whole bunch of money, and because you're already going backwards just from doing that. So what you want to do is you think of something. Think of a logo, either a logo or a saying that you like. I would say start with a logo first, and start making some t-shirts. Print it out on some t-shirts. Find somebody that can make some t-shirts cheap. Print it on some t-shirts and start selling t-shirts. Maybe just buy like a couple t-shirts, maybe a few of them, whatever. Buy a few t-shirts and start selling them. Don't make an online website yet. Don't do all that shit. Start selling them, start advertising them, advertise them on Facebook, Instagram, even people on the street. You can make deals on the street. Like, that's when I first started. I sold the most clothes on the street, because people it's just out and about. Here, boom, boom. Oh, you got that? Yeah, I got it. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? It's just simple. When you start doing the online shit, it gets a little complicated for people because a lot of people don't like going online and doing all that extra shit. They just want it on the spot. So the key is fast, effective, and put money in your pocket immediately and expediently. So yeah, start a clothing line, get a few t-shirts, print the logo on it, make it look good, do the cheapest route possible. You can get the t-shirts, you can get I forgot the name of the t-shirts, but there's cheap brands out there you could use. And there's a website full of, like, when you start getting big, there's a website that's full of cheap t-shirts and stuff like that. But we'll get into that later. That's another video. But yeah, you start off with a few t-shirts, see if it sells. You know what I mean? If you start going and it starts selling, then all right, cool. Now I'm gonna invest. I'm gonna reinvest in my business, buy some more shirts, do little by little at a time. Until you get enough money where you can build a website and take it to the next level. But that's the basics. You start off with that and you keep building that, keep building your brand, keep advertising on all your social media platforms, because it's the cheapest way possible. You don't have to pay for it. You can pay for promotions. You can pay it's like $3 a day or $5 a day, however you want to do it. You can spend like $20 on the promotion to promote it. But yeah, do the cheapest way possible. Get as much money in your pocket as possible. Start like that. And even online, if you advertise it online, people want to buy it. Just be like, yo, send me your address or whatever. Do the deal in the DM on Instagram or Facebook, and you ship it out. Ship it out to them. It's very simple. That's how I started, and that's how I think everyone should start. And then as you get bigger, then you take the money and you reinvest it and you build a website. You find someone that can build your website, then you start selling online, etc., etc. But you want to start off putting money in your pocket first. Don't go buy a bunch of inventory, sit on the inventory, and then you think you're going to sell it, because that's what I did. I did that a couple of times. I bought a bunch of inventory, and if nobody buys it, then you're screwed. You know what I mean? At least this time you're building up slowly but surely, and you don't have to worry if it doesn't work out or something doesn't sell. You didn't fucking break the bank trying to do it. You know what I mean? And yeah, you just got to test the waters out little by little. You gotta put money in your pocket. Let me see what else. I'm trying to do this raw without cutting this shit. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I can think of right now for starting a business. You don't gotta go crazy. Just make sure you put money in your pocket immediately and expediently. That's the name of the game. That's the name of business. You're gonna put money in your pocket. Don't dish all the money out. Worry about getting legit and the EIN number and this and that and Secretary of State, you know, doing all that shit later on down the road as your business starts progressing and building bigger and bigger. That's when you start, when you can afford to do that shit. Don't do it right away because you're just gonna put yourself backwards. So yeah. And also, there's other tricks too, but we'll get into that later. But that's the basics on how to start a clothing line. It's very easy, very simple. People overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. Yeah, so that's that. And we'll get into it more on the next video. So, peace.